You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner is in an earshot when you're denigrating their abode. I was just out on a shopping trip. I was out of macaroni, so I went to grab more bags. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food, but now I'm finding that simpler, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious. As long as you have different kind of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce once a week, macaroni and bolognese the next. How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have an eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler too. Besides, I'm sure I can master dishes like la lettre folklores or blubber profiteroles in no time if I felt so inclined. Pfft, not yet. Maybe. But anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle my fall from grace. Come to think of it, where's that floating companion of yours? Did you sneak off from her so that you could have a personal show to laugh at? Even if my final show was a spectacle, that doesn't mean I'm going to do an encore. Please just amuse yourself with your own thoughts if that's the case. If that's not what you showed up on my doorstep for, then please explain yourself promptly. I'm getting rather peckish, so I want to be able to cook my macaroni soon. You were worried about me and wanted to check on me? There's no need to do such a thing. I can take care of myself like any other human. I should hope that you haven't already put our final trial out of your mind. Besides, Monsieur Neuvillette has been kind enough to send me care packages since my departure, so... You haven't... What? I'm not going to understand you if you speak in incomplete sentences. It would also be nice if you raised your head and looked at me in the eyes. What? Has me losing my status of the god of Fontaine made me unworthy of even the respect, even if I was a fake? Nothing at all to say? Well, if it's something you're uncomfortable saying out in the open, then why don't you come inside? Granted, my living quarters are nowhere near as splendid as the ones inside the Palais Marmonia, and I wasn't anticipating any guests, so it's not really in the state to host anyone, but... Again, with the cutting me off, do you really have no respect for me at all? No matter. Yes, I meant it when I said you could come inside. Now hurry before I change my mind. Like I said, my house isn't really in the state to receive visitors at the moment, but make yourself at home, I suppose. Why do you look so shocked? You saw the outside. Of course it wasn't going to be anything special. I even specifically said that it was no Palais Marmonia. Don't tell me you thought I was bluffing. Even if Neuvillette is sending me aid, there's no way he could justify sending me enough more to lavishly furnish the place. You thought the interior would be a mess? Excuse me, I may no longer be in the position of a god, but I am more than capable of cleaning up after myself. I took care of an entire city not that long ago. Don't forget. Why would you think such an utterly foolish thing? I told you, it was because my house may not be what you think it was compared to where I used to live. I wasn't saying it's because I'm incapable of cleaning up after myself. Listen, I have committed to living an honest, normal life now. I no longer desire to play any sort of roles after being released from my fake godhood. Why would I suddenly act like an average citizen? It serves me no purpose whatsoever. None! Please keep that in mind next time you want to try accusing me of lying. No, it's all right. I came off a little strong there. sorry. You just hit a sore spot, that's all. I need to learn to cope with it and rein those emotions in case someone unknowingly follows in your footsteps. So, if anything, it was a wake-up call. Look at that! You actually gave me a wake-up call, even if it wasn't the one you intended to give me at that trial. I tip my hat in you, congratulations, my fine non-citizen. I told you, you don't need to apologize. Oh, you wanted to talk about the trial? As I said, you don't actually have to worry about it. At the end of the day, you were doing what you thought was right at the time, given what you knew. What's to say I wouldn't have done the same if I were in your shoes? So let's just call it water under the bridge, huh? No. Why not? Do you still hate me? Not that I blame you. I'm sure the rest of the people of Fontaine feel the same towards me. Tricked, cheated, betrayed. I'm nothing more than a lousy faker. No one can trust you all, aren't I? You don't need to tell me that. Hey, what are you... Again, you don't need to apologize. I should be the one apologizing to all of you. I told you. Even if you don't know my side of the story, I told you it's fine. You don't need to apologize 100 times over. Of course that would be enough. Any amount would be enough. You're the only one who's actually come and apologized to me. I know Novelette is trying to apologize by providing me with a stable beginning to my non-god life. And some of my former guards, like Chlorine, have invited me out to drinks to show their own regret, but you were the only one who said it to my face. How much I suffered as a fake god shouldn't be your concern. It shouldn't be. But thank you. I forgive you. I didn't realize how much I needed something like this. Actually, I don't remember the last time someone hugged me. Like this anyway. A proper hug on equal terms. Have I ever been hugged like this before? Come to think of it. I'm sorry if this sounds selfish, but can you hug me for just a little longer?